welcome back to Star Wars Battlefront. Oh my gosh, stormtroopers.
So you're the Empire fighting the Empire. I know there was that big cutscene that I really wasn't paying attention to, but you have orders that are against everybody else.
We're just supposed to cause chaos. That's what we're all about.
Okay. Good job.
Yeah, I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
I'd say so.
Stand your ground.
Defend the Corvus.
This gun is crazy.
You can't shoot him.
I can't shoot him.
I think he's on your side. I can't shake him. Well, he had enough.
R2, see what you can do about that stabilizer. Ooh.
Now where could he be?
R2, where could he be?
3PO.
That's another thing about Sandman. There's a Hamill in there.
Yeah.
There's a Hamill.
There's
It's
a
one of
Hamill.
that hamless.
And I like his animation for him. It's really uncanny, like what animation they're using, because it's a mix of CGI and stop motion. At least they're doing CGI stop motion or something like that, because the frames, I don't know, maybe it's my TV, but the frames are kind of like blended weird with his mouth moving, the character that Mark Hamill plays.
I didn't notice anything strange, but
In what?
hey,
Hamill's character,
In what?
Sandman.
Yeah, Mervyn Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, just the animation of his mouth moving, it just reminds me of like some kind of mix of stop motion and CGI.
Yeah, so I was gonna say
It's great.
it's purposeful, I'm sure, because they even talk about fucking with the aspect ratio.
I noticed that like so many times.
Oh yeah, that's a big trope.
Purposeful to make it seem off because it's in the dreaming and shit.
Sometimes it would be stretched. Sometimes it would be slightly fish-eyed. Yeah.
Yep.
It was strange. But at first I was like, "Is there something wrong?" But I was like, "No, they're doing this too often for it to not be purposeful."
Did he do that in the comics? Like change the panels, like coloring and things like that, making things vivid? Or...
Oh, dude. All sorts of things happen in comics because
it's such a
anything
great
is
medium
possible.
to do. Yeah, you can just make it whatever.
Yeah. There's all sorts of trippy shit that happened in there. Yeah.
So like in the dream world, it's all black and white, and then in the real world, it's all colorful and crazy.
No, I mean not specifically. I just mean like, the panels aren't all uniform in comics these days. So you do all sorts of trippy shit with them and whatever. So yeah, I'm plenty of distorted imagery and shit. Yeah, just
Like
comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Something that I've not read the comics, but I liked the moment in Hell when he met that lady Nada and he changed his appearance when he was talking to her.
Yep.
Because that's how she saw him.
Yep.
What I kind of like. And that made me think like, okay, so if other people have different perceptions of what the God of Dreams may be, or etc., he may look different to different people based on what they believe.
That's exactly what it is. Because
the Nada called him something different, so maybe that was like what their tribe was calling.
Well, and
the
she
dream
knew him
state.
personally. But
the endless have no form, and so like when they appear to people, they appear to them as they are depicted or named in their culture, right? So
I forgot the name she used.
So he appears.
Like
so he appears differently to different people. He has no real form. It's just how you perceive him based off of your culture and whatever. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
It was neat that like, I would have liked to see him a little bit more in like, I get why they didn't do it, but a little bit more in like the slightly tattered black flowy robes that I've seen him a couple times.
Yeah.
But like when he was in London, his clothing changed to a big pea coat.
Yep.
And when he was in the dreaming, it was like a different kind of like more full-bodied with like a high collar, and it would change based on where he was.
In
And
Hell,
was
he
cool.
got like that leather look to him when they're gonna do the battle.
I was gonna say when he was,
battle armor.
Yep, when he was fighting in Hell. Yep, changed awesome. There. Hell yeah, dude.
Multiple changes in that death episode where he was meeting with his buddy every 100 years. That was really good. Like, he looks like a deacon, like an old classic monk.
Yeah,
yeah, that's just like him. Also, like
long hair,
trying to fit in, kind of in the century.
He's like, yeah, he looking like him and his mom showed up at Wendy's and they're like ordering food. Mom, I want a Baconator.
I want a.
So there's
classic
in early Sandman, before they just completely let Gaben kind of do what he do. It was a little more tied to like DC stuff, so you had like more like Martian Manhunter or Mr. Miracle and shit would appear in it. Even John D is like a Silver Age like DC villain named Dr. Destiny. But like, so like they had a lot of those in there, and Gaiman was like, when he was talking about the show, he's like, if they were necessary or they whatever, we put stuff in, but like if they're not overall, there's no point in kind of confusing people and shit. Yeah. So you had a lot of that cut out because that happens very early. So in this, like in Preludes and Nocturnes, what's covered in this season, so you only get John D. and you get Constantine, and you get the one that's probably outside of a lot of people's radars. Is there's the girl that goes over to England to meet her family member or whatever, and she's the old lady, and it's the old lady, and she's like the one who'd been like sleeping for whatever from the sleeping sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the girl the woman that goes with her, Lyda, she is, and then she keeps seeing her dead husband, Hector. That's Hector and Lyda Hall. In the comics, they are members of a pre-Crisis on Infinite Earths team called Infinity Inc. That is that are like the kids / descendants of JSA members, Justice Society members. So Hector Hall is the son of Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Carter Hall and Shira Hall.
This is great.
And Lyda Hall was Lyda Trevor. She was the daughter of Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor. And why they're important for Sandman is by the end, Dream, I don't know if I haven't read the full thing. Morpheus ceases to exist or ceases being Dream anymore or something. And Hector and Lyda's son becomes the new Dream, essentially. So it's cool that they kind of have that in there. I don't know how it would come to be, but
there is an element of that in the show. I think you need to watch the next episodes because in the dream, Hector and Lyda conceive a baby.
Okay.
And since it was conceived in the dream, he's like,
I think it's Daniel. I think
that's my baby.
Is the name of the song. But yeah, he's the one. He becomes Dream eventually. Hector 2. He was originally his original like superhero identity was the Silver Scarab, and then he becomes Sandman for a while, like the JSA character Sandman. And then eventually he ends up being Dr. Fate for quite a while. And yeah. So it's pretty cool that they were setting that up.
Doctor.
Oh, oh. Oh, look out.
I'm a bit scratched, but I'll be alright.
Oh, no.
Porkins, pull up!
Porkins!
I can't shake them.
I can't shake these calories.
I can't shake these honey mustard chicken fingers.
This dipping sauce is amazing.
What did you call this? You called this French?
French. Yeah, that's a Breaking Bad joke. It's a mixture between ranch and French dressing. We call it French.
I don't like French dressing.
I don't either. As far as like salad dressing goes, no way.
I
Go
mean,
Italian, man. Give me that Italian.
I think French dressing is like an ingredient for like Russian dressing,
Sure.
but that's different.
So many different cultures making.
Once it's Russian, it's
weird soups.
It's so much better.
Yeah, I guess.
Weird soups. Good flying, Tex.
Danger 5 satellite
Danger
down.
5.
Thank you, Astromech.
Good Lord, boy, buddy. What does your droid do?
It just fixes me because I'm
Oh,
broken.
good job. Good job, droid. Good job, you. Good job, everybody. Yeah.
That's the way to talk.
We'll fucking murder them all.
Kill all the motherfuckers. All right.
This is above Naboo?
Above the
Oh.
boob. Just a little bit above the boob.
This, I mean, they just said
Above
that.
the boob,
They
dude?
just said, like, Naboo's one step closer to safety.
Oh, possibly.
Interesting.
You can
Look
play.
at that thing spinning in space.
You can play on Naboo in multiplayer and things like that. in
Can
the
he
throne
play as
room.
Gungans?
No, you can't actually. That's
Couldn't you play as Gungans in Battlefront 2 on the PS2?
yeah, and I think on the
I believe you
PSP,
could.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can
I'll
play-
be the son of a
You can
Gungan.
play as droids.
Mr. Portable over here. Mr. Fancy. Portable, eh?
Oh, you Mr. Fancy.
Taking everything with ya.
Man, I love my portables. Potent
Having
portables.
things on the go.
Gabagool?
Gabagool is definitely portable.
You want to bring me over the Gabagool?
It's alright. That's okay. Go ahead.
What else have you guys been doing as far as media goes? Groucho, I want to keep talking to you about comics and junk.
Well, I just recently, I mean today, just got myself set up with Seiken Densetsu 3.
Whoa, dude.
So,
Is that fucking SNES game?
yes.
Is that like the precursor or like kind of an homage to what is that? A Mana series?
It is.
And I've
That's
played
just
that then. It has like the red-haired dude. It has
Trials of Mana.
Yeah.
Not Secret of Mana, but Trials of Mana. Yeah.
I've played that.
You bought Holes in Mana?
That's one of the games I got when I got the classic, the SNES classic. I put that Seiken Densetsu on that. I love that game. In that game is 4-player, I think.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it.
There was a remake on the Switch not too long ago that was kind of
I've been playing FTL.
hell yeah, you have.
I've unlocked like 3 new ships. I actually like got my second victory ever in that game,
Ooh.
and I think I've got like 60 plus hours right now.
Is it sometimes luck, or is it sometimes like management?
Well, I mean, it's like any other roguelike. There is a luck element because if I don't get the shops giving me the items that are gonna like fit best for the kind of build that I'm like developing, then I'm shit out of luck.
Like a Binding of Isaac kind of thing. Like I hate this weapon.
Exactly. Or like sometimes you just
Hades?
run into a ship that's like perfectly outfitted to just mess your day up. Oh wow, no, only 35 hours, but that's only on Steam. I think I've got like another 20 or 30 on another my iPad, maybe.
I'm thinking we should do
iPad?
We should do another Metal Gear soon.
Oh my goodness! Like what?
Like we did 2.
What about
We did 2 recently, and that was a really fun time because it was
Metal Gear Solid 2?
Yeah, we did 2, and
What about 3?
I know I'm wanting to do 3.
I'm so bad at it. I wish I want to not be bad at it because I want to play the game, but I can't make it so far because I'm still bad.
Oh, I love that game so much. There's so much fun things I can do in that game.
I know.
I need to brush up, but I play that probably once a year, maybe once every 2 years, but it's so fun to return to.
I get to the gator swamp, and then I'm like, oh gosh,
Oh, gosh.
there's just so much, and I'm getting attacked, and I'm setting alarms off, and I just. But I'd be thrilled to watch you play it.
Yeah, I'd be so down for doing that, and I wanted to have my brother jump into because he's like with some things, there are games that he's very interested in, and he loves the Resident Evil games, and we have those on our channel, me and him playing the Resident Evils, and he's really knowledgeable about those, but he's also like uber into Metal Gear Solid lore and everything that goes into that, and he's like the only guy that I know that has played the Phantom Pain on like the hardest difficulty with like no HUD, no like readouts, and no like the quick time slow-mo kind of thing, like and he's played that and showed me like him just doing stuff, and he just like it's muscle memory for him. I'm like, Jesus, dude.
I have been playing the Phantom Pain too, now that you mentioned that.
Oh,
but it would be cool to check out like the original Metal Gear.
Yep, I have that, and I have
like
the Solid or the Twin Snakes. Or...
Which no, not Metal Gear Solid.
No, I have the
top-down like.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a game on the PS2 called Subsistence, Metal Gear Solid 3. It came with the original 2 games. Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake.
It'd be cool to like do a playthrough of one of those.
It would be. Some of that stuff is retconned or like kind of wishy-washy as far as the lore goes. But
I don't
really
think
fun.
so.
Some of them are really good.
I mean, yeah, some stuff has been retconned, but like, I believe they're pretty canon. You'd have to ask your brother.
That's a layer.
That's a Leia. And we'll be back with more Leia in the next episode. Stay tuned.
Goodbye, princess.
Good night, sweet princess.